We're eating our way around Rahway, and our last stop, a trip to Peru, Sabor Peruano. Sabor Peruano in Rahway is a family affair. Mother, son, and daughter giving us a taste of Peru's food and culture, a country proud of its ancient civilizations, including the Incan and Chimu empires. This wooden statue, just one of many symbols of Peru's past, inside the restaurant.
He's a guardian from the Chimu temple, so we decided to put it on the front door so it can be our guardian too. It represents the Moche culture, which was before the Inca Empire. And we have the face of the god of the wealth, which that's the reason why we have it here, so it can bring prosperity to the business.
Johanny Fonseca is responsible for Sabor Peruano's decor, from the color on the walls to the light fixtures to the floors, as well as the artwork, to give a feel of what Peru's like.
Represents the city of Cusco, which is the capital of the Inca Empire. It's where Machu Picchu is located, but this is just the city. In order to go to Machu Picchu, you gotta take a train that is a couple hours away from Cusco, and then you go to the mountains, and then you use a bus that takes you to the top of the mountain, and Machu Picchu is right on the top of the mountain.
Peruvian food also tied to its ancient past. For instance, some believe tamales date back to the Incas. This dish is made from masa, a corn dough, and steamed in corn husks. All the food here prepared by Johanny's brother Jair and their mother.
Here I can find the same taste like Peru.
You can also find empanadas, as well as desserts like alfajores, caramel milk-filled cookies, and flan. But the main entrees at Sabor Peruano are hearty. This is lomo saltado, a sautéed dish with sirloin steak, tomatoes, onions, and strips of potatoes.
It's very, very delicious.
Ceviche, a raw fish dish cooked with citrus made here with bass, and papa rellenas, potatoes stuffed with meat, Peruvian staples I can't wait to try.
Basically, in the filling we have some beef, cut onion in little pieces. First, we have to saute the onions with the garlic, the pepper, the Peruvian peppers, and then when the onions are caramelized, we add the beef. The beef must be cut in little diced little pieces in order to cook fast. As well, when we mix all together, we add finally the olive and as well the hard-boiled egg, cut it in little pieces. Then when we have the potato in our hands as a dough, we make a hole, and all this filling must be inside of the potato. And then we cover and close the potato, and we dip this potato into the egg mixture. After a while, we remove from that mixture and we drop into a flour mixture. Then we try to dry with the flour as much as we can the potatoes, and then we sit these potatoes into a fridge, and then it's ready to deep fry.
Wow, look at this. I'm just going to open this up like this, because look how beautiful it looks inside.
Oh my
So you
gosh.
suggest I have it with any of these sauce? Is that the hot sauce?
The huacate sauce.
Huacate?
Huacate is a Peruvian leaf and goes perfect with the potatoes and with the papa rellena.
So this is basically street food in Peru?
Yeah, and also you can get this in a fine dining restaurant. Everybody can have it.
This is fantastic. That filling tastes so wonderful, and I love the taste of the olives in here. So you're saying, so I'm going to try your ceviche now.
It's one of my favorites.
Oh my God, that looks so beautiful. Is that corn next to it?
Yeah,
It looks like a flower.
yeah, and actually it's a corn from Peru as well.
How did you make this?
In the ceviche, it's important that you have the raw fish at the right temperature. Second, you have to get lime juice, not lemon juice, lime juice. The key limes are the best ones here in US. Then we need some onions, cut it in slices, and as well we need the peppers. We need the Peruvian red hot pepper, and also another peppers, call it limo pepper. Basically, we have to cut our fish in little chunks. Then we have to add some salt and the Peruvian spices or the Peruvian peppers and lime. Then you start to mix it right away. Then you add some celery, and some onions. The first notion about ceviche is from northern Peru, because they say that our ancestors, they used to make ceviche.
The citrus in here really gives this dish its flavor. Now, some say that the acid in the marinade actually cooks the raw fish in here?
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's because as soon as the fish get in touch with the lime juice, the citric cooks right away the fish. And that's another thing, you have to eat the ceviche cold and right away as soon as it's done when you prepare it.
Why do you have to eat it right away?
Because you have to enjoy the texture of the fish.
Your cooking's amazing. How did you get into cooking?
Oh, I grew up in the kitchen since I was a little child, so I saw my life watching my mother cooking.
And your mom really is in charge in the kitchen, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the chef. We have to follow her rules. She's really demanding. No way, no, she's demanding.
She's really
I'm like another employee.
Not just another employee, but a chef who's making a name for himself here in Rahway. Sabor Peruano is open 6 days a week, closed on Tuesdays. Don't forget, we're on Facebook and on Twitter at Restaurant Hunter NJ on Facebook and at Restaurant NJ on Twitter.